And welcome back to Let's Vote on CC2LP1. Totally got it right that time. We are on the Flora pack now, and I'm doing something a little different today. I'm testing out a new volume level for the mic intake. I'm hoping that this won't be quite as blown out sound-wise as it's been in the last several videos. So hopefully this won't be too quiet. But anyway, we're going to start off with Hoopla. Let's see what's going on here. We got some chips. Okay. Do we need to get the other one? The thing over there blown up? So if that goes through here, then we're pretty much going to... Wait, how do we... Whoops, I forgot to turn my phone sound off. There we go. I feel like we did this incorrectly, although... Wait, no we didn't. We have to actually go inside and press that ourselves. That's pretty clever. I like that. Alright, so now we just go in here and then we can go this way. So here, this is going to zap us that way. Okay. Okay. There we go. I think these are the walls of Nightmare. This is like the exact same fire that was in the original. Alright, let's just drop that there. And then that got... Oh, don't tell me that that was supposed to be kept alive. It was. Okay. That's a shame. That is such a cool little trick. I like that. There's something being pressed as well. I keep hearing this sound. Interesting use of the space, too. Starting off here in the first part of the level. Okay, so let's do that. Now the question, though, is... Oh, we're Melinda, so this is going to... Okay, there we go. So now we can go back here and then do that. Okay, good. So now we can go through here. So this is going to need to be these 3 yellow tanks. These guys are going to need to be driven over there. If I can get you guys over there. This is a little weirdly restrictive, and I like it. Okay, there we go. That was pretty neat. I liked that. I take it that's our next destination. Let's go ahead and get these first, though. I have no idea what that's doing, but... Oh, there's a doppelganger Melinda there. I'm going to leave that be for now. Let's just go down this way. Okay, so it seems like we got to manipulate the switchy things here. Okay, this should be fairly easy to get. I say that, and, well, you know how that can be. Okay, that's not correct? But they're all on. Or do they have to be all off? They do, okay. That's interesting. I guess they all contribute to that being on, off, whatever. Okay, so this has to be turned around. Okay, like that. And then now we can go up here. So now we got to get rid of, or I guess we can just go right against the grain and do this. Except now I'm going to have to figure out how to get... Okay, there we go. That's an interesting challenge. I like that. Alright, so now this is going to do that. And now I can just go right through these. I love the helmet. It's such a fun and useful item. I take it I need that. So we'll do that. So I'm assuming we just go through like this. That seems to be fine. But now we've got a problem because I can't get through that with this key. So maybe that was wrong. I was probably supposed to keep the bribe, huh? Yeah, I definitely goofed there. Let's start over again. This is a pretty cool level. I like it a lot. So far there hasn't been anything like really mean about it, so I am all for this. This is pretty cool. Alright, so let's go through this one now, and we'll go this way again, do all the usual nonsense here. I like this because in the original level, the original level was just one long chase for the most part, and so the fact that this is being used in a more inventive way is, in my opinion, it works really well. Okay, so let's go, I'm going to just go ahead and get all those. Okay, there we go. If I just used that a little bit better, it would have, yeah, it would have been fine. I still don't know what's going on with that. I don't think, yeah, the tanks can go there because they all need to hold that down. So, I don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the bonus. That's not really worth it in my opinion. Alright, so now we'll get this again, and we'll go back up to Fireball Town here. There we go. Alright, so now we do Swivel Town next. All kinds of towns. That's kind of my new catchphrase, I think. Okay, so we gotta figure out what to do here. I think we're supposed to leave the bribe here. Because we don't actually need the helmet after this, at least from what I can see. We just need to do that. Okay, so now we're here, which is the other side of this whole thing. And then if I just go left, there you go, left through that, then we can get on board over here. That's a pretty clever way to reuse that area. I like that. So still no word on what that button did. It looks like it's tied to the bonus, though. I'm assuming maybe you could use this doppelganger to do that, but I'm not even going to bother. Was that... Okay, so it's going by itself. I am really worried about what's going on here. Oh, boy. Oh! That's interesting. Oh, come on, get up there. Was that correct? I feel like something was off about that. Although I can't get through this, so... Oh no, it stopped the flow of everything, so that's fine. Okay, so there's where the exit is. It's in the upper right. So it's kind of like the path of the original, except... Well, this area is significantly different now. Okay, so now I gotta figure out what in the world this is all about. It seems like we're gonna have to use the doppelganger Melinda to do a bunch of stuff here for us. That's gonna be interesting to work with. Although at the moment... What is the tank all about? Oh, I see. This tank is gonna hold stuff down for us. So until we get the doppelganger, I guess this is gonna be our next best option. So we'll eventually get a hook, which will enable us to get that, and then... Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so now we just reverse the flow. The polarity of the neutron flow here. If anyone knows what that's referencing, you get 5 points. Okay, so the only place this can go is to the right. Right? Like, that seems to be the case. I'm not sure what the benefit of that is. Oh wait, we get the red key. That's what the benefit is. Alright, so let's get the red key in that case. Okay, so now that we did that, we can grab that. So how do we get that? That's through this one. Okay, good. So that opens up 2 doors, actually. So now we have Doppelganger Melinda, who also has the ability to pull blocks which is fascinating. I'm not sure where that's going to come in handy, but... I got to figure out a way... Okay, there we go. I think that's how we will do it. Except now I gotta... There we go. I gotta do that. Okay. I'm assuming we still need to do this, right? Okay, good. So now we're about to get a helmet again. And... Well... There we go. What a weird concept. I like it, though. Okay, so now we gotta get both Melindas here. This is a really interesting level idea. I'm gonna be really honest here. This is a really interesting level idea. This is a really awkward path, too, but thankfully it's doable. Oh, are we supposed to get that in place? How the heck do we do that? Okay, this is going to be really strange. Let's get you down there again, and then now I'm going to... See, the problem is I can only pull it out this far, and that's kinda it. Unless I get you over inside there. Maybe that's... I'm trying to remember my, my experience with that other level. Oh, except now the block is... Oh, that may have been a bad idea. I guess I need to be the one inside, don't I? I probably needed to not do what I just did there. Okay, how do we undo this? There. We undo it like that. Except now we've got a bit of an issue here, because that's going to happen. Okay, there we go. Well, the good news is I got a helmet, so that's helpful, at least. Okay. Wait, that's still the same issue as before. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Yay, finally! Man, that is a puzzle. I really like that. That is cool. Okay. Wow, what do I give that? That was pretty neat. I'm gonna give this, I think I'm gonna give this one a 5, because honestly, I've not seen a lot of, like, variety levels that I'm giving 5 ratings to, and this one, I guess you could say there's a theme of, well, no, I guess the teleports are not a theme. There's really not a theme to this one, and I liked that. It was very much a, just, hey, here's a bunch of cool concepts, here's a bunch of cool uses of CC2 items. There aren't really a lot of really solid, you know, not horribly long linear campaign levels. There are some non-linear ones like Forsaken City that I gave a 5 to, but this one I would say is a solid one, so I'm going to give this a 5. Okay, luggage handling facility. If I go... Oh wait, these are characters, so I can get all those. Okay. Is that supposed to happen? Okay, I'm a little worried about this. I'm assuming we're supposed to, like, go through all these and maybe eventually we give them suction boots or something? Oh! We send a thing... Okay. That's interesting. What does it say? Make sure you send a pulse before pushing the last block in the Sokoban room. Fascinating. How am I supposed to even work on that? That feels... That's not... I don't see wires leading to that. This is interesting. I'm not sure what we're trying to accomplish with this. I guess this is the Sokoban room, right? What's through here? Oh. This could get a little annoying. This is gonna be a thing, I can tell. Yeah. How the heck do we... Okay, there we go. This... Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this idea. It's an interesting concept, don't get me wrong. The random force floors, though, are what kind of worry me. Like, I feel like this shouldn't be as random as it is. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, I'm just, like, doing random stuff. And I think the exit's on the right. I think that's where we're ultimately trying to get to. Because that's the only place I can see that offers a viable path for getting out of here. But there's only so much we can do with this, and that's a bit of an issue. I'm not even sure how you would get over there either, because the random force floor doesn't even seem to be accessible. Unless we... Oh wait, we can control the characters. I'm silly. There. Okay, never mind. It's not lucky. I'm being an idiot. Okay. That's right, we can do this. I'm being dumb. Okay. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. Come on, you can get up there. Yeah, come on. Yeah, there you go. You can totally do that. Okay. So now I'm pretty sure this is possible. Yeah. As is. Except now I gotta oops. No, 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 no. You're not going down there. Really? Really now? Oh, come on. For crying out loud. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, there's gotta be a way to, like, undo what we did earlier. Oh, now that's an interesting little twist. I'm assuming that we're screwed now. Oh no, we can get back out. Okay, never mind. This is a really interesting concept. I'm not sure what I think of it yet, though. Like, the idea of it is cool. The execution of it is somewhat irritating. But the idea of it is cool. That's kind of what conflicts me about this. Okay, so I can take 2 people in here. Okay, so let's just leave you guys in here, then. Oh. Hello. Woo! Get out of here! Okay. This is one of those levels I'm not sure if I'm, like, super motivated to beat it, per se. Oh, and I missed my opening there. There we go. Okay, at least we got that done. It depends on what this involves, and I'm a little hesitant right now. I feel like I've wasted, like, a lot of time there. Is there a way to... Please tell me there's a way to... There's not? Is there not a way to do this? Come on. I really want to get the wire thing. Oh, wait a minute. I can just step in here and do it like that. Oh. There we go. Get our buddy here through this horrible mess of stuff. Okay, so what does he do now? I'm lost as to what... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was risky. There's a floor mimic, like, right there. And that's not enough keys, apparently. Oh, wait, I was safe there. That was gravel. My bad. I was really worried for nothing. Oh, wait, there's a key right there. And I see we've got another pair of boots here. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to use these. Also, I'm not a fan of the green teleports that are used for this section, just gonna say right now. There we go, finally. So I know okay, good, we have two things here. We got this. So now we have 3 boots, but what do we do with 3 boots? Was I supposed to go back out to this area and, like, send them here through the other wall instead of inviting another chip inside? Because that I'm a little confused about. Also, I can go outside. I never noticed that. So let's keep track of where everybody is. You're here, so you're still in the mess of this stuff, and then you can still go through all this. Whoa, that's never not startling. Okay, this part I'm still a little iffy about. So I'm assuming that the crux of this is that you need to get the boots out to the other chips, and then by doing so, then you're setting yourself up for success somehow. Like, you can rescue that one, you can rescue Melinda, I'm assuming, because Melinda still needs to get through all this in order to make it. Because we've got 3 of the 5 at this point. That seems to be what the crux of the level is. I'm not sure I really want to solve this. This feels kind of fiddly, but I like the idea, though. Oh, I'm torn on what to give this. Oh, excuse me. On one hand, I like the idea. It's a neat concept. I actually kind of had a similar, less complicated version of this idea in my head for a level, and I never got around to making it. But it's kind of unclear what you have to do. Now, I guess, let me check this, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can go explore once you get into the network. Like, I guess once you're this chip and you can move. What is the pulse referring to? I don't understand what that's even supposed to be doing. I guess that controls some of the force floors, but yeah. It's kind of a cool looking Sokoban type thing. It looks like a Quay Tunnel-esque puzzle, which is always fun. I guess you can walk around here and see this, so that's pretty cool. I just wish that the level, this part of the level right here, this seems to be the crux of it, and I kind of wish it was a little less fiddly. So I guess what you have to do is you have to use this chip. I'm about to try solving it now. You have to use this chip to do all the suction boot deliveries. After all, the hint does say only you can save your friends, so I'm assuming this is what save your friends means, and we just kind of got a little distracted with all this gray button stuff. And that was a very bad mistake. Alright, I'm going to give this one a 3. We'll give that one a 3. It's a neat concept. I just wish it was handled a little more fluidly. I don't know if that's the best word, but you know what I mean. Unseen. Oh no. Oh wait, all the chips are on gravel, so we're safe from all the mimics, if we want to be. I guess we can cross through the maze here. This is cool. I kind of wish that there was a little more risk involved with dealing with the mimics. I guess the risk is basically you can push your luck across going through the maze and all that. There is that. It's a neat idea. I just wish some of the chips were not on gravel. Like, that would be kind of interesting. But maybe this is meant to be a really easy level. Alright, there we go. Also, I think this is Vanishing Act. I'm almost certain this is Vanishing Act. Yeah, I definitely remember this part with this little notch and those little dead ends there. And of course this thing in the middle. So yeah, this has got to be the walls of CC1 level for Vanishing Act. Not to mention the exit is where it was too. It's a neat idea. I do like how it plays upon the invisible wall element of the original by introducing something else that's not visible, in this case the mimics. So that element of it is neat. I like that. I just kind of wish that the level felt a little different. I guess it does technically, since you are dealing with things that, or sorry, you are going through things and stuff. So that's kind of neat. I don't know. I'll give that one a 3 as well. Alright, so the next level is called Mixed Blocks. And this seems to be a sort of put the ice blocks and normal blocks in the correct order level, if I had to take a guess. So, is that safe? I would assume the answer is yes. Alright, so this is just going to be pushing the blocks through that. Alright. I see that there's a lot of bonuses there, so you don't even have to do all of this, which, that's kind of nice. So I can't pack that down as Melinda, however, I can do that, which is helpful. So while we're doing this, this repetitive thing, I have started, I purchased and I have started playing through the latest game in the Fire Emblem series, Three Houses, and oh my goodness, this is like my new addiction now. I am so in love with this game. And I think a lot of it just comes down to the sort of back and forth nature of battling and socializing. So if you've ever played like Persona 5, it's a very similar concept to that, where I guess the best way to describe it is in a lot of RPGs, and there was a YouTube video I saw on this, I forget which one it was, but in a lot of RPGs, there's this element of you battle monsters and then you go into like a shop or something, and in the shop you can buy things that then prepare you for the next battle. I'm going to give that a 1. I wish there was a little bit more like of an actual puzzle there. Alright, follow me! Oh. That's interesting. It's kind of like a teeth, but it's like a movement-dependent teeth. Huh. I like that. That is very interesting. Oh. Whoops. I didn't realize that was a dead end. But anyway, yeah, it's... In a lot of RPGs, you buy things in a store in order to do better in combat. Which is a fascinating... Oh, I see the little issue we've got here. It's a fascinating, you know, way to quote-unquote level up in terms of what you can do during a battle. But what's really interesting about games like the latest Fire Emblem and Persona 5 as well is that you have this element of socializing. And the social element of the game... Wow, that is very nerve-wracking. The social element of the game ends up contributing to your ability to perform well in combat. Oh, and now this is going to be even more complicated with the addition of the ice. Oh, you just went right in there. I'm assuming I need him later for something, don't I? Yeah, we were right at the end, too. So, like, by talking to your friends and increasing your bonds with them, you're effectively increasing your ability to perform well in combat and strengthen your team as a whole. And I really like that element. I don't know what it is about that that's so fascinating to me. I have to remember explosion delays, or slash delays a thing. I think the thing... Why is it doing that? I'm curious to know what the mechanism behind this really is. It seems like if I go too fast, it then goes out of control. So I need to take it slow. I think the reason why I like that is I like the elements of games where you get to know your party. Like, if you talk to me about things like Mass Effect or a lot of the BioWare RPGs like Knights of the Old Republic or, you know, things like that, the one thing I'll probably remember, aside from good story, is good characters. And I like good characters in games like that. Okay, I need to be very careful with how I do this. I'm going to do that, and then let's go back down. Okay. Oh, right, it's still calculating the last move. Right. So anyway, a lot of those games, when RPGs on the computer, like, were kind of starting to get more and more common with BioWare games and whatnot. I know that they exist and, you know, other stuff, but that was like one of my first introductions to them were those games, and that's why I'm calling them out specifically here, is because I feel like a lot of other people... Oh, because I tapped on the thing, that's why. Okay. So I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. So I'm calling them out here specifically because of that, because I feel like they were very much a contributor to the success of RPGs on that particular platform. And one of the things that I will always consider to be memorable about BioWare games is, at least the old BioWare games, the new ones are definitely not particularly memorable at all, but a lot of the things I will consider to be very memorable about the old ones is the great stories and the amazing characters. And I think there's a reason for that. Oh, right, I keep forgetting the ice. I think because they really took the time to carve out a really good story, the games were a lot better for it. But you always kind of felt still, there was this element of distinction between going into combat and doing story stuff, quote-unquote. It's like, you kind of had this division between the two of those. So now that we're starting to see these JRPGs that are, like, melding the two almost. Like, you have separate phases, but, like, from a mechanical standpoint, your ability to do well in combat is being directly linked to your ability to get to know the team better. And I really like that, because, like, in real life, I'm talking as if this actually were real life, but, you know, if you were, like, in the military or something, and I just totally messed that up, I can't tap there. In real life, you would not really be able to function well as a team unless you knew your team, or at the very least you valued your team, you know. Like, I'm much more likely to work with a group of people if I know that, you know, group of people really well, kind of like a real workplace. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a combat situation. So to see these new RPGs that are taking this approach is really cool. There's also the element of managing your time, and I like that element just because it's... I keep forgetting I can't dilly-dally with the ice. The time element management of this is really interesting to me because it gives you, like, a fixed economy to work within. Like, you have this economy of time, and you have to really maximize how you're spending your time. And different things that you can do with your time end up being boons to your team, and... oh. Okay, I was not expecting that to work. So if I go down, if I go through here, I'm really curious to know what's going to happen. Yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen. How do I not offset this in some weird way? That's what I'm curious about. So I've discovered I can speed through this without any problem, but when it comes to explosion delay, or splash delay, I really want to be careful. But yeah, the fixed economy of time is such a fascinating concept, and I really like it. It really makes the game that much more interesting, at least to me. Okay, I'm guessing that the solution here is actually not going on any of the ice. Maybe that's what we have to do. Yeah. Okay, that was pretty cool. I liked the idea. Once I got past the fiddly elements, it was neat. I'll give that one a 4. So yeah, I have not gone very far in Fire Emblem Three Houses yet, but I am very much enjoying my time with the game. It's been a blast so far. And am I supposed to like... This doesn't seem right, but... Unless I'm supposed to like actually get you out here... I feel like there's a very precision-oriented element of this. Maybe I'm not supposed to push that block. Maybe that's the trap. There we go. Okay, so I'm not really supposed to press that. Woo! Run, 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 run. Okay, that's a little dangerous. We need to figure that out. This feels a little precision-oriented for my taste. That's just me, but I'm always a little nervous when it comes to precision levels. Okay, I need to actually back up on this one. Because here, it's like this long chase begins, and then you're kind of nervous going into this anyway, and that's really frustrating, that part. I guess when the teeth clone to block, it's less dangerous. But still, it just feels very precise. I guess maybe you can destroy one of the ghosts with the bowling ball, but I'm not really sure that's correct, because what if I need that bowling ball later, right? I mean, I don't know, man. That feels a little... Dun, 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 dun. Like, you really have to be super precise there to get that. And part of the reason is because the ghosts stop for a little bit longer on the... why did I do that? Ghosts stop for a little longer when they're sitting on the ends of those things. So it's like, once they leave that spot, then you got this very narrow window of time within which... I didn't even realize I could go up there. You got this very narrow window of time within which to operate, and that's very nerve-wracking. Okay, let's do this again. Alright. Oh wait, I guess they're all going at the same speed. Never mind. For some reason I thought they were stopping there. Like, for a little longer. I guess it wouldn't really matter anyway, because they're ghosts, so... What's here? Okay, chips. See, I don't really like that element of... Which one am I supposed to go to first? I'm a little nervous about this. It seems like those are... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. I still don't know if this bowling ball is really necessary. Okay, so all we need to do here is just lead you to that. And that's it, right? There's nothing else? I guess that's it. I wasn't really a fan of that one. It was a little too precision-oriented, and some of the rest of it was just kind of solving itself. So, I'll give that one a 1. Alright, beware of Shapeshifter. Oh, I probably didn't want to come in here. Alright, let's just go out here. Ant Glider, Glider Centipede, Centipede Firebox, Firebox Ant. I'll never get used to calling them fireboxes. Oh, is this Joshua Bones' take on Beware of Bug? I think it is. Yeah, because that's definitely the center structure. Bug is turning into glider. Glider turns into paramecium, I think. And then paramecium turns into firebox. And then firebox turns into bug. Yeah. So I need to really be careful about the fireboxes coming in like this. Yeah. Whoa. I gotta admit, this is a pretty cool use of the transmogrifier. And oh, now we're gonna get into more complex ones, huh? Okay. So now we have to think 2 moves ahead. That's a cool concept. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna just play it safe here. It's really nerve-wracking just going through this whole thing and wondering if you're about to be struck in the face with something. Oh boy! Like that. Just like that. There we go. At least we remembered what the monster was. Okay, so we have 2 here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hide inside here. Hide your wife, hide your kids. Okay. Okay, let's just wait right here. That's going to turn to a fireball. Alright, yeah, we're getting to the end. Okay, this is 3 things here now. Okay, I'm not sure what this is going to be. Okay. I didn't want to chance that. You never know, right? I really did not want to chance that. So is this going to be the same? No, it's not. No! I did not mean to hit right. I promise you I didn't mean to hit right there. Really? That's frustrating. That is very frustrating. I did not mean to do that. I'm tempted to just kind of optimize this and see... Whoa. Yeah. So, Fireball is the one before Bug, not Glider. I don't know why I thought... I think because I was thinking they're both left-oriented ones, and that was not what they actually are. Okay, so here he comes. So he's going to turn to a paramecium. Alright, I don't think I'll ever get used to calling fireballs fireboxes. That's so strange. Okay, there we go. Keep going. I can probably get away with 2 at a time for now. Oh, wait, there you go. Better safe than sorry, right? Oh, right! That's a firebug firebug. That's a firebugs is the name of a CC2LP1 level. You know what I mean. It's a thing that's not good, is basically the gist of it. Alright, one day we're gonna solve this, guys. I promise one day we're gonna solve this one. Alright, good. So I think sticking to like 2 apiece is fine. So there's got to be something cloning these things over and over again, right? Like, there has to be. Because there's slime there. That allows them to clone indefinitely, I would think. I keep forgetting that's a bug. Why do I keep forgetting that's a silly bug? I don't know why. It just, for some reason, when I actually get to the point where my brain has to engage with that, I start choking on that. And I still don't know why. It's really frustrating. I can't remember what this is. Okay. Nothing that requires us to be inside. I keep forgetting to wait right there. Alright, we'll wait right here. Okay, this one I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one's a thing. Okay, now we go all the way around and we wait there on the edge. On the edge. Thank you. There we go. Now, I'm not sure I can make this next one in time. Okay, never mind. Clearly not a great idea. I probably could have done that, but I'm not sure it was the best option. That was definitely not a good option. Man, this level is so simple, too. I can't believe we're getting stuck on this one. We'll get there, though. That's right, I keep forgetting you're the one before the two bugs, basically. You're the one before the two bugs. One bug, and then we're going to get two bug, and then we're going to get red bug and blue bug. Okay, can we beat this next one? I'm really curious if we can beat this next one. We did. Nice. Now, the question is, we cannot beat that next one. And you're going to turn to a bug too. Okay. And there is a cloner there, I saw it. Okay. Yeah, I think we can only handle one thing at a time now. Alright, let's just wait from now on. Why'd I hit down? Like, my fingers just instinctively panicked and went down for some reason. That's so dumb. Why do I do that? I need to work on that. That's one of those sort of rock debt skills that I have never mastered. I've never mastered that art of responding to monsters flying in my face. And to be honest, I have the same problem in real life. Like, when it comes to balls or things that are flying toward me, like my brain does not respond very quickly to them and just goes, you know, in freeze mode, and then I end up just choking and doing the wrong thing over and over again, which is never fun. It's just such a weird thing to struggle with, and it's happening here in the game, which is not good. I guess this is one reason why I've never really liked first-person shooters much. Like, I keep forgetting that that's there. I'm much more of like a turn-based strategy game kind of person, which is one reason why I got Fire Emblem, by the way. I like games like that where you get to plan everything out, and then you get to move your guys on the map, and then you get to fight and all that, instead of being forced to react in real time to stuff. Like, I really struggle with the whole reacting in real time to things skill, if you want to call it a skill. Alright, I'm pretty sure we have to stay here. And I think this is a bug. Yeah. So this is going to be a paramecium then. That's interesting, because we can actually gauge what the previous one is by what the next one is. Or what the next one is by what the previous one is. So we know that, for example, that this is definitely going to be a bug, right? Unless they're cloning different things. I guess they are cloning different things. Never mind. Okay, I take back everything I said. Alright, so this is two changes, so that's a bug. Okay, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Oh, there's multiple cloners. I should have known there's multiple cloners. Ah! Oh, no! Ah! I was not paying attention. I just suddenly saw the firebox and panicked. That's so frustrating. I don't like that. I like this level. I'm just not a fan of reacting with that amount of time. Like, if these transmogrifiers were placed a little bit, just one space further away from the decision point, that may not be nearly as bad. But the way this is set up right now is just so precise. So firebox is the predecessor to a bug whenever there's only one. I have to keep telling myself that. I don't know why that's such a hard thing for me to grasp, but that's a cool, like, latch mechanism for that, and now I just realized I botched the timing on that since I was admiring that latch mechanism. Yay. So now everything's going to be offset, and which means it's going to be different, which means it's going to be even more silly to figure out. But we'll just take this one step at a time now. The good news is that this level has a lot of time. Okay, I almost didn't react in time there, but I am very thankful, by the way, for the large window in this game. Very thankful for that. Alright, so 2 more here. Okay, what are you about to be? Glider, so fireball. Okay, good. Firebox. Firebox just sounds weird. I wonder why that was changed. I never got any, like, answer about that. Not that I asked that, but yeah, I wasn't really confident enough about that one. But the good news is that means that I can stay here for the next one, because it's going to be a different one. So, I guess that's good. I will say this is a very interesting idea. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's a really interesting idea. Alright, what's next? Fireball, bug. Okay, good. Got that one. We were able to get that one. Let's please get this without any incidents. Please. Okay, what's this going to be? Fireball. Okay. I thought it was going to be a bug, so I just saw a fireball. I forgot it was 2 things and not... Yeah. Of all the levels that could trip me up, I was not expecting this to be one of them. I was definitely not expecting this to be one of them. Alright, let's just keep going and hope for the best here. I'm just going to try to speed through this and come up with like an optimized solution, hopefully. It's a really neat concept, though, because it takes what made Beware of Bug interesting, and it transposes it into a situation where everything is variable, and I do like that part of it. Because the original level was just so predictable, and it worked for that, because the original game, you know, you were trying to learn how the monsters moved and all that. But in this case, I think it's a little less desirable. Okay, there we go. We got that. Okay, so now we got a double thing here. I think this is a bug, though. If it's a paramecium, we know it's a bug. And it is. Okay, good. Now, is this next one a bug? I forgot. I've already forgotten. I think it might be. No, it's not. It comes in as a bug. But it is not a bug. Let's just wait out here for now. If it's a firebox, okay, it's not. I was gonna say, if it was a firebox, we know. Firebox just makes me think of Firefox, which I'm sure was not the intention of Chuck and Company when they made this game. So that's a bug. What's this next one? Okay, that's a bug too. Alright, almost there. What do we got with this one? Okay, I was like quick reacting to that because I couldn't remember. So if it's a glider and there's 3, that means bad news. Probably were wondering if I was going to move up in time, weren't you? Especially with the way I've been going. Alright, it's a glider, so I can stay out here. Alright, so that is that. I'm going to give that a 2. I like the idea, but it was kind of like a remix of an already existing idea. So yeah, I'm going to give that one a 2. Green Thumb. This is interesting. So what's the ultimate goal of this? I see there's like double padded walls or something here. This is fascinating. So I'm supposed to get it over there. Okay, so I think the objective here is that we're trying to get these swivels to basically switch in a way that enables us to push this. Now, how we do that, I'm not sure. The other thing is that I can't take this block inside the green wall areas, so that's going to be a bit of a thing. Did I just trap it? I might have. Except no, I didn't. I could just go here like that. Huh. This is an interesting concept. I like it. So, I guess my question is, okay, there we go. That's what I was wondering about, was stuff like that. Could you set up something basically kind of like that, but that still doesn't help us get through that wall. So maybe there's just some of these that are just impenetrable. Like, that's almost got to be the case at this point. And I think I'm now stuck. I don't think I can do anything now. What a fascinating idea. Huh, okay, let's start over again. I need to actually be a little more intentional now that I know what I'm doing. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know of what I'm doing, I guess. So, the challenge with this seems to be these double padded walls. That seems to be the main source of our grief here. And maybe the idea is that you're just supposed to get the block through. Like, this isn't about necessarily getting past the double paddings, because I don't think you can. But it's more about, like, getting inside where you need to, and not pushing the blocks into any, like, compromising spots, I guess. Is that basically an accurate summary? But this kind of situation I'm going to need to actually prepare for, so we should probably do that. So we do stuff like this, and then this enables us to then cross over. Except now I need to come up with a... like that. I need to come up with an escape route. That's kind of the other thing going on here too. So basically, this is kind of like a Sokoban of sorts, but you're kind of having to track some information that you normally don't track, which is interesting. I really like that. Also, I think we... oh no, we didn't mess it up. Okay. How in the world do I get past this? Oh, wait. Duh. I can do this, but I'm not sure how you get the block down. Oh, wait, you can do that, of course. So now the question is, what happens after... okay, good. I was going to say, what happens after that? Thankfully, what happens after that's pretty easy. Just go here. I really liked that. It had a nice color scheme. It had a cool concept. I kind of wish there was just a little more to it, though. I'm going to give that a 4. That was neat. I liked that. Alright, Wet Wastelands. What is this? Is it just a matter of getting those 3 chips and that's it? Because it seems like there's more. Unless all these blocks are just here for fun. And it seems like some of them are. We don't have much time either, so I don't think this is going to be a very high involvement level. I think the key here is just you have to figure out what to push. Is that it? I mean, I'll just push stuff for now. But a lot of these blocks are not even retrievable. I mean, unless this top row... No, you can't even get them off the top row with that wall in place, especially. Okay, now this is interesting. I could free this one, but then there's really not a place to take it to. I feel like we already messed this up somehow. Huh. Let's start over again. So it seems like the challenge with this one is just figuring out where to get the blocks out from, maybe? Unless there's like a hidden pair of flippers underneath one of these. So I have to push that there, right? Unless I push something to that other tile. Oh, I see. I can get this one over here. And then that frees that up. Okay. That's cool. So now what do we do? Okay, we do that. Come back around. And then we can do this. So we got a block out. Is this just it? I guess that's it. I'm going to give that a 1. Not exactly a lot going on with that one. Pushing pull doors. Okay. This is another hookoban, as I like to call them. It's interesting because these can only go one way, so that makes things a little more interesting in that regard. So now I'm going to have to undo this when I actually get to all this, aren't I? Oh, I thought there was going to be like chips under there, but now I just realized there aren't any chips in the whole level. Okay, so what do we do with this? That's the question. I think as long as we just continue doing this, we should be fine. Perhaps maybe question mark? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. That seems like a safe bet for now. As long as I can get something out of here, I feel like that's going to be a win. And we did. And we got a lot of room here too, so that's not bad. Okay, so this is actually really easy. I just need to get all this stuff out. The restriction of movement on these is a fascinating little setback, and I like it. What? Hang on. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Trying to make sure not to pull too many of these out. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, so that opens you up. Now, do I want to collect that? And the answer seems to be yes. I don't understand what's going on with that thief and flipper deal there, but... okay. So now we have a normal, quote-unquote, Sokoban, except not really, because we still have to pull blocks and stuff. How do I get you out? Oh, I have to push you over here. There we go. That's pretty simple. So... okay, so I do go in there. That's nice. And I take it this is the block that goes to the exit. Alright, let's do it. Probably wasted that, but oh well. Was that correct? I'm really confused here. What? I think we just messed it up, guys. Somehow. I think... yeah, there was something we did wrong. Man, that was a bummer. Bummer, baby. Alright. This time I'm going to try to be a little bit more systematic about this. And I say that, and I'm already doing silly things here, but hopefully not for too long. There we go. We got one block out a lot more easily than last time, which is good. I'll consider that a personal victory. Oh, is that a problem? No, it's not. Okay, good. There we go. I gotta remember, like, every direction I can pull these, because that really helps. Like, immensely. There we go. Yeah, this is a lot more smooth this time around. Okay, I have to actually undo that. Man. Talk about a bummer. I was really hoping that would actually work, but I guess not. Okay, so I need to pull you up in order to make this work. There we go. Finally, okay, good. I'm gonna just push that down in case there's some hidden thing that somehow uses that. Because you never know these days. Okay, now... okay, so I can't get my keys stolen. Like, that's not an option. I have to go back down. So how do I do that, then? I thought I only pressed that once. How did that even work? I don't know, but somehow it did. I guess it couldn't go to the right, so that's not an issue. Alright, that was pretty cool. I'm gonna give that a 3. I've seen hook Sokobans that are a little bit more interesting than that, so I can't honestly say I'm gonna give this a 5, but... oh. Sorry about that, I knocked my mic over again. I really need to be more careful about that. But it was still a really enjoyable level. The ending thing I wasn't a big fan of, but it was still pretty enjoyable. Dynamite delivery service. Oh no, please don't tell me this is another one of those drop dynamites on a sliding thing kinds of things, because that was not fun at all. I guess you can just put it here though, so that helps. Okay, that blob timing with force floors here is definitely pretty odd. It's not quite what it is in MS CC1. I'm having to get used to that. I think in Lynx it's very similar, but here it's definitely different. Okay, this ghost path is just... okay, it's just that. There seem to be a lot of bonuses here. Okay, that should be fine. Nice, okay. So now these blobs can go die, hopefully. Okay, get in the water. Okay, I can go through here now. Through the teleport, hold up on the force floors, and then press drop. Through the teleport? What? Hold up on, then press drop. I think it's just referring to doing this. Whoops. There we go. Okay, I see. That will prevent us from getting stuck there. That's pretty cool. Okay, I didn't know if we could go through again. It didn't look like it, so thank goodness we actually got that. Oh, I see. We're supposed to drop it yet again, so I could blow that up now. Okay. Oh, I still don't like doing that. That's so awkward. Oh, and now we can go through here. Okay, the way that worked was pretty cool. I'm still not a fan of that trope of drop dynamite onto the force floor, that kind of thing. These force floors follow a pattern. How can you use this to your advantage? Well, I suppose I could do something like this, where I drop the dynamite. Hang on. I'm assuming I had to use the random force floor somehow. Can I don't think I can actually go through that unless this points up and I can escape. And I'm not confident enough to try that. So I'm going to just go ahead and get it and then drop it, and we'll see what happens. Come on. Oh, it's not even... okay. It's not even counting down yet. Not until it... oh. Is that correct? I hope that's correct. Oh, I see. It blows that up. Okay. I thought the no dynamite sign meant that I actually couldn't do that. That's kind of cool. So maybe I go through the force floors now. Is that pretty accurate? Yeah, it is. Can I even go through there? I can't even do anything here, guys. What in the world? Hang on, let me try pause buffering this. Nope. Like, I can't even override anything. Oh no, 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 no. We're so close to the end. How do you... what? What the heck do you do with this? I mean, I feel like you would get stuck here either way, right? I mean, I refuse to believe that this is a cook. Because the dynamite had to end up there, right? I mean, that was unavoidable. Sorry if you guys are getting all dizzy here, but... how do you get through that? I can't even... yeah, I definitely cannot pass through. and override that. That's impossible. Unless I do it here in the corner and then somehow that affects the flow of this, but I can't even do that. I'm just mashing keys, but nothing's happening. Alright, I'm going to look the solution to this, because we were right at the end, so I'd be really... Whoops, I did not mean to do that, but that's alright. No. I don't want to save the ah level. Alright, let's go to Flora. And check out Dynamite Delivery Service. Alright, I'm going to step away for 1 minute, but I'll be right back as soon as we get this. Alright, we made it back, and we are here at the end. Okay, somehow he was able to override that. I'm assuming it's contingent on how you're able to, Oh wow, what is this? This is kind of complicated. Oh man, that is cool. I like that. That's a neat idea. It disables it, doesn't it? Oh, that's so cool. Alright. I'm so torn on this because I like a lot of the mechanisms in this level, but at the end of the day, it was kind of a little bit fiddly as far as getting the dynamite on the force floors. I'm still not sure I like that idea. And there wasn't really a hint that explained it here. Well, it did, I guess. I wish it said you can drop it at the same time as you override it, because Jeffrey indicated in a comment to me on the last video that you could actually do it that way. And that does make it a little simpler, but it still feels very precise. And I'm not sure I like the random force floor thing, so I'm going to give that one a 2. Okay, the golden key. Okay, so we're trying to get up there, I guess? What? Okay, so just do this. No. There we go. Got it. Oh, whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, 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 no. Okay, good. Alright, so this is really easy. I just need to get through this. So the golden key, not to be confused with gold key from the original. Okay, this looks interesting. So why is it not going through the transmogrifier? Oh, because it's got bonuses there. Okay, so this first room is pretty simple. Just get all these. Go through here. So this really is just a matter of doing this. Wow, yeah, this is really easy. I don't know how you would do this, though. I guess you'd have to set, like, time that to when the centipede was doing all that. Okay, what have we got going on here? This looks a little scary. But I think I get the gist of it. Oh, except maybe not. And I died. Hooray. I think this is Blockbuster, because that second room was very compact and lined up like the third room in that level. I don't know how exact it is, but yeah, this definitely looks like the dimensions of Blockbuster, at least. Interesting using yellow locks as walls. Okay, so I have to be really careful with how I do this. Let's try this way. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay. So the question is, how do I get this one and that other one to go at the same time? Or no, I think I'm supposed to do this one and then this one. So yeah, that's how you do that. That's pretty nifty, I like that. Okay, so now I need to get around this way. So this will let us go here. And then we've got some stuff down here to do, which will enable us to get inside here. This is a really cool concept. I like this room. Okay, so now we begin this gathering here. Okay, where are we missing one? Oh, up there. Ah. Okay, so I need to get it down one more row. There we go. Okay. So now I can just leave it in that configuration and get out this way. So now we're going back to the beginning of Blockbuster. And yep, it's definitely the beginning. Okay, what in the world are we doing with this? I can only assume we're doing that. Okay, good. It's going back and forth. So I need to get something to that bomb over there. What? Oh, I'm supposed to be the one controlling it. Oh, okay. My bad. And there's a lot of letters out there, too. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoa. Okay, I didn't realize I was going to change that. There we go. Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a process. So this is not quite up to like what the original Blockbuster's first room looked like, but it's mostly there. There we are. Okay. So now we just got to get back over there and use that. How are we going to get to that, though? That could be a problem. Except it's not. We can just go through that. Okay, so we got a key. Do we just go out here? Okay, we got a bunch of stuff here. He took his key. It turned in the lock to the sounds of Aeolian music. A door opened up on slow hinges and disclosed a winding stair within the key vanished from his fine fingers. Tangle went up. Fingers tangle went up. Tangle? Is that a person's name? Mossy followed. The door closed behind them. They climbed out of the earth and still climbing rose above it. They were in the rainbow far, far abroad over ocean and land. Alright, that must be a passage from something. Maybe it's a book called The Golden Key. I don't know. Alright, Slime Yard. Alright, Slime Yard. That's apparently the name of this. I don't want to explore where the balls are. But it looks like I might actually have to. Or maybe I need to go into where the bugs are there. Whoa, okay. Easy there. Okay, so I have to go in here. The good news is that railroads do offer some ability to rest. And that was a poor timing choice on my part. Don't do that, kids. Don't be guilty of poor timing choices. They are not good for your health, or anyone else's for that matter. Okay. Wait here. Okay, we got it. For some reason I just choked right there. Okay, there we go. Alright, that was pretty cool. Where's the slime? Is it... What? Don't tell me there's one way over here. There's one here, isn't there? Yeah. Okay, so we have to come back here at the very end, apparently. Okay, so now we got a giant slime area. I'm very hesitant to push these too far. Okay, now I have to do this. Okay, so far so good. Looks like our ultimate goal is to get over that direction. Okay, now we're starting to get more choices here. And that worries me. Okay, I can go push that there. Is that correct? Like, do I want to push that there? It looks like I can take 5 blocks if I'm going to actually conquer that area. Huh. Interesting. So this is kind of basically a rather expansive warehouse kind of situation. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Warehouse 2 in a way. Maybe not, but that same kind of feeling. Okay, so that still saves it from being completely gone or something. I can also do this. I can push this one down and then work it up a little bit. So then I can free these two. So as long as I keep these within like a reasonable reach of another area, it's fine. Yeah, this totally works. So... yeah, I have to do this. I can't go to the chip spots yet. I actually have to go here. I'm noticing we got some issues over there with those. I don't know if we need any more than 5, though. That's my kind of concern here with this one. Because I can do things like this, like going over there. I'm not sure if that helps us, though. What that really accomplishes. I have a feeling it's just these 5. Maybe there's more you can use for bonuses, but let's just assume it's these 5. I like this, though. I mean, there haven't been a lot of levels that have used slime in a very compelling way so far, with maybe like 1 or 2 exceptions to that rule. And I'm not talking about in an aesthetic way like Green Thumb did, for example. I'm talking about like in a puzzle way. So to see it used here like this is pretty neat. There's always a danger of making a level like this succumb to a little bit too much blind guessing. But this seems, at least so far, to eschew a lot of those tendencies, so that's kind of nice. I'm assuming that all of these lead somewhere good. Like, I don't think there's... okay, good. Yeah, there's no bad endings here. So where does that originate? It's from the top left. Okay. So this room here is pretty straightforward. It's just an ice maze kind of thing. So yeah, it looks like you can take blocks in here and potentially get more bonus stuff. That was really neat. I like the fact that there was this section that had no slime in it, just kind of as a side thing. And, oh, I forgot to rate the golden key. I'll give that one a 3, and I'll give this one a 4. Because I liked that one. That was pretty neat. Chase me! Chase me! Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, this is going to be really precision-oriented, isn't it? It's kind of reminiscent of Nightmare in a way. Oh, whoops. I didn't realize that was coming down. Makes sense, though. The path does go that way. Run for it. I'm not sure why I did that. That was silly. Oh. Okay, good. I was like, is that safe? I don't know. That's getting a 1. I'm sorry. That's not my cup of tea, to be honest. Bouncing Bros. Okay. Oh. Huh? Okay, we need to figure out a way to make that work. So, I see one of us is going to push a button. The other of us has to, like, somehow... Like, what is our goal here? Okay, it looks like our goal is to get out of here with this thing intact, and... No! No! Okay, good. We got it. Okay, so now I gotta figure out a way to get around to where the blue key is. This feels really weird. Oops. No! This is funny, but it's kind of annoying. Like, I can't deny, this is kind of a little irritating. Like, you have to, like, cycle through all... No! You have to cycle through all of this in a very specific sort of way. Okay, good. We made it all the way here, at least. Okay, good. We actually made it there. And I'm gonna... Oh, there's a second machine. I didn't realize that. I thought I'm like, hey, I'll just leave the block there and be quote-unquote clever about it. No, that didn't quite work out. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, that was really strange, but it actually ended up working out well. So if I push this, I can actually leave this on the other cloner. Okay, that worked out. Nice. Oh, whoops. I went the wrong way. Wow, why did I do that? That was a dumb... I have to follow these things through. And not do that. That's a really bad idea. Why'd I do that? That's... I like the idea of this level. It's, like, not exactly the most, Okay, good. I'm just going to put you there for now. Let's do this. Okay, good. Red teeth like eating little boys for breakfast. You can use my wardrobe to dress up as Melinda to fool them. That sounds really creepy, dude. Like, I don't know who you are, but, So I guess I can collect one hiking boot per Melinda here. Alright, so now that that's happened, I need to actually come back, don't I? That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I can't get out of here, and now I've trapped myself here, haven't I? No, I did not get all the bonus points. And I don't think there's a way out, because Melinda can't chase these away any further. Chip, there's nothing he can do, so I'm going to have to do this again. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I can do this, right? And then that enables us to go right there. Okay, I'm going to need to do some quick stuff here. Except now we've got a bit of a problem, because I need to get you out of the way. There we go. So now we can both get out of here. Yay, okay, we made it. Okay, thank goodness, we made it. Alright, I'm going to give that a 2. It was pretty enjoyable, but I feel like it was, again, one of those kind of proof of concept sort of levels for an idea, and that was sort of as far as it went. So yeah, that one's going to get a 2. Artificial Gravity Facility. Wasn't this a CC1 level? I feel like this was a CC1 level. I think Chipster made this, didn't he? Curious to know what's been done with this now that it's a CC2 level. Okay, that's a little risky, not gonna lie. What does that even do? It's a little confusing there. I can only go this way, and that's a little worrying anytime that thing activates like that. What does that even control? I don't get it. Yeah, and I just happened to get in the wrong time with that flame jet. That's not cool. Oh, it probably controls that. Okay, I can see now the way that works. Okay, so now we can go back here. Okay, so it briefly flashes, but you can see it there. Okay, so now we do this, and what does this do? Oh. Hello. I take it there's hidden logic in this level. Okay, this one, however, really worries me, because now I'm going to have to... Okay, good. I don't know how strict that is, but that is a little concerning. Alright, so now what do we do? We go here? Apparently not. Oh, we go back. We go back. Okay, so now we can go... Whoa, we can go here. Now, what does this accomplish? If anything. I'm guessing that partial posts the teleport for whenever we actually use the helmet on it. The question is, do I want to do that now? I'm going to assume not yet. I don't feel right about that. And that's a little mean. Really? That feels a little luck-based. I know it's not, but it feels a little lucky to me. So yeah, I'm convinced that once we flip the tanks, and once we flip the yellow tanks, the whole thing with that area up there is going to be partial posted. Okay. So now we've got this. See, I think we'll come back here with the helmet after we do this. So I'm guessing it's fine to go ahead and do it. Oh, but wait, we need to actually... We actually need to get the red key, don't we? Yeah. Ah. Okay, good. I don't like that section, for what it's worth. Huh. Still going through it like that, huh? Maybe it just enables us to go through in general. Oh, I see. We have to go here now because of the toggle door. Right, I forgot about that. Yay, we made it. Alright, I'm going to give that a 3. That was a cool concept. And I like the use of the CC2 elements and its porting to this game. But I'm kind of a little bit in the middle of the road about it being in an official set, so we'll give it a 3. Alright, no way back? Okay, it looks like there's a lot going on with this. What is the deal here? Oh, okay, there's definitely no way back from that. So, it looks like I'm either going to need a hook or a bowling ball or something to get inside that. Question 1, anything under these blocks? Let's find out. Doesn't seem like it. Question 2. Is there some way to control that flame jet other than that? And I'm guessing that is actually the answer. So I guess at this point, I need to identify what we need to do, which I think is just a matter of doing this. We just need to get these blocks out first. Alright, so this looks like it's going to be long. We've got a big time limit here, which is going to be something interesting to deal with, or at least it indicates that there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff to deal with. So that way is a thief. What is this way? A bowling ball. And some slime. Slime time. Slime time. I feel like that needs to be a level title if it isn't already. Alright, that enables us to save a block, which is good. Alright, do I need to take this block up there? It doesn't look like it. I'm not going to get the bowling ball yet. Let's not do it yet. I am going to drop those there. So I feel like we need to pick them up on this other side. Alright, what does that do? Pressing that button. I guess it opens up some new horizons for us here. So far this level is a little on the long and very drawn out side. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. So it seems like this needs to go... How... What in the world do you do here? I feel like... I don't even know what direction these fireballs are facing. That's what's bothering me here. Nor do I understand the whole point of that room. I'm just looking around here. I see ice blocks on the edges, which indicates that you don't want the fireballs to go there. But beyond that, I'm not sure what else that room is supposed to really be all about, so I'm going to hold it until then. I'm going to go and get this because this enables us to get a red key, which is good. Also, we need to get these 2 chips. So I see that there is a red door there, along with some force floors that at the time, at this point, seem to be impassable. But we can also go through here, too. Ah. So this is what enables that to get destroyed, huh? It seems like this is the only path through this. Okay, so now we know where to come to undo that thing. And this is now open as well. I guess we could have come here earlier. Props for putting some dead ends that actually have nothing on there. I like that. Alright, so now we get a blue key as well, which this would enable us to go through that flame jet thing. I don't know what the bowling ball is all about, unless it's for this bomb, but somehow I doubt that. I'm just going to look up here again, because I feel like that bomb is going to be like one of the big objectives of this. I still don't know what this is all about. Like, does this somehow involve that bomb in any way? Okay, so we know that this controls this controls that, and this controls that. The question, though, is toward what end? Like, what's the whole point behind this contraption thing here? And that I don't know. If it's just to get something over here, well, I guess you could cross over there with it. And maybe that's it, because if I release some fireballs... Hang on. Oh, no, I can't. No, I can do this. I can push you as long as I have fire boots. So maybe that's the ultimate end goal of this, is something involving that. But, at the moment, I don't really have fire boots access over here that I know of, unless I'm just really missing something, which is always possible. Oh wait, this just goes over here. Okay, so that's not even going to help. I've already been to this area. Alright, I'm worried that the bomb is needing to be blown up by that bowling ball, but I'm not quite ready to do that yet, and I think there's a very large possibility that I need to save that for later. I'm thinking that the bowling ball needs to be used there. I honestly do. And the reason why I'm thinking that is that we ultimately have to create a path around to use that on. That was a very horribly constructed sentence, but... And now I'm going to get this key taken away from me, which is not good. So that's not good. Okay. I am so far not a fan of the length of this. I'm just going to go ahead and be very clear on that. There's some really neat ideas here so far, it would seem. How do you get past that? So I need to open up that red door first, apparently. I should have seen that. That was my bad. So how do I open that up? In order to open that up, I need to destroy that bomb. So it seems like the fireball puzzle is going to need to be tackled right now. I think the fireball puzzle needs to be done now. So I'm going to go ahead and just do all this stuff first, because this is fairly easy. I don't think there's any danger in getting the keys in general. I just need to be certain not to go through the key thief until I know for sure that that's the right time to do that. I'm also kind of curious about why there's so many of these green walls. I mean, I don't think this is a walls up level. This doesn't look like anything familiar that I know of. Okay, so let's plot this out. What needs to happen for this to work? So the first thing I can see that needs to happen is that a fireball needs to, or 2 fireballs really need to go there next to where I was and then to that bomb. That's going to be interesting, because I'm not certain of how that's going to work at all. Also, I forgot to open up that toggle. That part I don't know. And it's not helping that I don't know what direction they're facing. That I think they're all facing right, but what if they're not? And that's kind of what worries me a little bit. I guess that one could be facing down, maybe? Because I'm wondering if I need to use this block right here to do something like that. Because I think what's going to happen here is that if I hit this one, the one I can actually get to, that's going to release and go there. And then it's going to hit the turtle, spin back around, and then land inside that. But it's also going to release this guy. So you're going to go and blow the bomb up. Then, if I hit this one, that one is, if it's pointed down, is going to loop around and then go this way. So that's all fine and dandy. I'm just really curious to know how I can smuggle fire boots in here to press that button. That seems to be what's going on here. I think that's what's going on here, at least. I mean, I guess once I'm done... Wait a minute. Hang on. There is the matter of pushing a block down there. That makes this a little more interesting. And I'm wondering if by pushing the block down there, that somehow that would take care of our issue for us. I'm just going to go ahead and play around with it for now and see what happens. I really hope that this is not... Okay, good. Okay, so that cleared that, but that doesn't solve the issue of... Okay, and there's nothing under that. Oh, and also, that also did that too. Oh, that could be an issue too. Ah. I wonder if I was supposed to... Well, no, because if I cleared that, then it'd be water, which would be not great. So yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do with this. This whole puzzle feels very awkward, and I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. I mean, I don't think there's something that I can do with this block. No. The bowling ball, I'm assuming, is used for the very end, based on what I'm seeing here so far. So, yeah. I don't get what I'm supposed to be doing with this. I'm sure it's like right in front of my face, too. That's the worst thing. I can't take anything through here. Yeah, that's not doable. Not unless there's a bribe or something that I can get for that, but I don't see how a bribe would assist here in any meaningful way. Maybe I'm supposed to actually get a hole punctured in this wall and then push the ice blocks down. No, that wouldn't work because it's all ice blocks, so I can't even do that. Well, let's confirm. Okay, good. That does go down. At least we know. I just wish there was a more... I don't know, just a little more guidance on this. I don't know. It feels way too fragile. And that's not exactly a great thing. I mean, if there's a way to push a block up through here, that'd be one thing. But right now, I'm not seeing a way to even navigate a block around so that I can fill in that water tile. I don't have flippers to use, and so I can go in the water tile and drop a pair of boots. Like, that's not a thing I can do either. So, in light of that, I have to assume that this is screwed, and I don't know what's going on here. And this level is just way too long. Like, there's just way too much stuff going on. I wouldn't mind so much if more of this was a little more interesting, but right now, a lot of this stuff is just long hallways and dead ends with just chips in them, which is not particularly compelling, and that's making this a little less fun, for me at least. So it really all, I'm assuming, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that bowling ball is not meant to be used now. I mean, if I'm wrong about the bowling ball, that kind of changes a lot of stuff. Because if there's a second bowling ball in the level that I can use for the exit, then that does make it a little more open-ended. But right now, I'm not seeing that anywhere here. And I'm looking into this other room to my left, and I'm not seeing anything there. So I have to run with the assumption that the bowling ball cannot be grabbed until the proper time, and the proper time is not right now. Well, the good news is that now I know what direction the fireballs are facing, so we might be able to work with this a little more easily. There's also the matter of this block, and I think we were correct in where we... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Because if I put it there, then it can go here and then blow that up. Huh. I wonder, is that correct? Also, do I want to get that chip even? That's another mystery. I'm going to leave this alone for now. Let's just continue looking around. It's possible that there's an open area like this that toggle walls grant us access to that we just, for whatever reason, completely missed. I mean, it's always a possibility, but I think we explored all of them. I'm pretty sure we did. Also, good thing I didn't exit the wrong direction through that. A little mean. Not gonna lie, that's a little mean. Okay. So yeah, in order to even get fireballs into that corridor, I have to push a block down there. And the reason why I'm hung up on that is because if it didn't involve that, I feel like the fireballs would be pointless. If I had to use the bowling ball, I don't see how, like, what these would even be used for. I mean, not unless there was some really weird elements down over here, down this red door path later on, but from all indications, there's not. And that's something I'm taking at face value here, so, you know, maybe that's wrong, but I think that it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not. So the mystery right now is, how do I get, first of all, how do I smuggle the fire boots here enough to push blocks around? Because if I could do that, then the whole level is a cinch. And right now, I'm not seeing how to do that. So the accessible areas from here are pretty much just this. Huh. I'm beginning to wonder if I could push this down here on the bottom row. Well, no, sending fireballs back wouldn't really be a great option, but I'm just wondering about it, though. Man, I don't see how you can do this. Am I just blind here? Like, I literally can't see anything that I can do. This is one of those levels that's kind of starting to get a little frustrating. Now, if I could push one of these through the traps, that'd be kind of neat, but that's not going to really sustain us through all the traps, so assuming that that's not happening. Huh. Yeah, I have to run with the assumption that these need to stay on here because I can't get back through this unless that's the case. I can't use fire boots or anything else to hold that down. So that's not gonna happen. Yeah. What am I missing here, guys? I really don't see what I'm missing. I can't take the boots through that. There's no way. I can't get a block out here in order to even take the boots through here. So it's like a chicken and egg problem. It's a total chicken and egg problem. And that is so frustrating. See, by all accounts, it would make sense if I could push this block down through here. Like, that would make the most sense. But in order to push the block down through here, I need fire access. And I don't have fire access, so nothing's happening. I mean, am I just that blind? I'm tempted to just look up the solution now because we've been at this for a while now. I hate doing that. I really do. But this level has been demonstrating, apparently, that no matter what you do, it's almost like you can't wrap everything around enough to work. If I got one bomb there blown up, that's not going to really open anything up for me. Like, that's not going to help. So yeah, I don't see it. I am not seeing what magical thing I need to be doing to get this to function. And that's the worst feeling in the world. I will just be very blunt. Here, that's a terrible feeling. Even if I could do something, there's still the matter of how you're going to overcome these fireballs going into clearing the ice blocks and all that stuff, which is its own pair of horrible issues to deal with. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm going to have to look at the solution. It's probably something really, like, right in front of my face, and I'm not seeing it. Never a bad time for some coffee. Alright. So this first part is as expected. I don't think I would mind this level so much if there wasn't as much vagueness around how to handle it. It almost felt like the designer was being a little too clever when coming up with this. I think it's that plus the large scale of it. There's just so much space being used, and it's like it makes the level feel that much longer, and that's not a great quality. Alright, so we got that. I guess the replay recorder is just going to wait till later to get the other stuff. Okay, so he did that. Oh! Okay. So I guess you do use the bowling ball there. That doesn't answer the question of how to get across anything, though, because the fire boots are now gone. What? Oh. What a weird solution. Okay, that is really bizarre. I don't think I would have thought of that. Yeah. I didn't notice that you could just go down that second column from the right and that would be fine. But it makes sense that you can. Man, what a weird solution, though. I'm going to continue watching this because I don't really feel like redoing that myself and going through the rest of the level, so we'll continue doing this for now. Okay, so now we're going to have to make a path around here to get the yellow key and then come back. I guess that makes sense. Like, the bowling ball can be used for one bomb, but then you still have that other thing to deal with there, so that makes sense, I guess. I thought the bomb was on the left. I really did. I could be misremembering that, but I thought it was on the left column, not the very edge. Was that wrong? If that's the case, then I'm trying to think of how that would be possible unless there was some timing thing with the one fireball dying and then the other one bouncing off of it, which if that's the case, that makes it even worse. Arguably. Okay, so now we get a chase thing. Okay, so apparently these are necessary. Okay, I'm not sure why we went through all that just for that, but okay. Could I have seen that? I'm not sure that's even visible. I feel like you couldn't see that. From the square there, yeah, you couldn't even have seen that was the right row. That's... okay, that I can see. But the other one is a little unfair, I think. Yeah, this level is definitely a little big for what it's doing. It does kind of remind me of a lot of the levels that were made during the CCLP2 era, and that's kind of cool. And then here's a chase thing, completely blind, not knowing where you're going. Okay, that makes the most sense. I saw that flame jet from the other side and I thought, oh, maybe, you know, that's going to be involved in, I don't know, just having to get something to hold it down for you coming from the other direction, but apparently not. And now we get, is this invisible maze time? Oh, it's a hook. Okay, so it's a hook that you use at the end, not a bowling ball. I guess I should have tried the bowling ball at least with the bomb, but even if I did that, the fireball still would have stumped me, and I probably wouldn't have been able to get that. I think at the end of the day, I'm going to give this level a 2. It's a decent level. It's not that it's a bad one. It's just not one that I'm particularly interested in seeing in the final set, and on top of that, some of the tricks required to make it past certain things are a little on the mean side. Oh, I see. We're supposed to use the hook to get that, aren't we? So that explains the teeth. You actually have to build your way back, which I guess is kind of the theme of the level. Okay, that makes sense. And we can go to the right because there's no keys to worry about, and the hook's not going to get stolen, so... But yeah, the fireballs, I'm inclined to think that one of them bounced off the other one in order to get through all that. That's kind of neat with the ice block there. Wrong way, buddy. There you go. Go that way. There's some really neat things in this. It's just a little vague in some places, and I think the designer could have done a little more to ensure that this was more parsable. So I'll give that 2. Alright, we've got 8 levels left in this pack, so let's move on to the next one. What do we got here for the next one? The next one is... whoops, World of Goo. Okay, that's a pretty cool video game. Is it just a matter of getting this first? Oh, I see. I have to get you up there initially. Don't go back. No. Come on. Get out of there. There we go. No! Okay, I want to create that narrow slit there for him to go through. Okay, I'm going to wait till he gets way... okay, good. Excellent. Cool. I really like that. That was neat. Okay, so now we start our journey of getting stuff here. And I feel like we already... no, we haven't messed it up yet. Okay, so now we go onward through this way. Okay, so I need to get another green key from here, huh? And I see there's a blob, which makes this a little nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. So is the point to get in... what are we trying to do here? I think we're trying to get up to the key through the bottom. So what do these wires end up doing anyway? I am really confused by that. Oh, they... oh, I see. Okay, so why would we want that? I'm curious to know why we... aside from the ice block. What? Did I just mistime that? I probably did. Come on. Go back. There you go. Nope. That's a cook right there. That's a cook. You know what? I might as well just do this, just to create a more rigid path. There we go. I really like that room. That's a neat idea for a blob challenge. I'm a little unsure of what to think of this second area, though. The second area, I guess I just haven't cracked it yet. So I'm assuming we just mistimed that block push. That seems to be the most reasonable explanation. Okay, I don't want the blob to go down here. But I do want the block to go down here. I keep doing that! The ball just blends right in with that, and I don't like that. No! Oh, that's so funny. I really like that, though. It's a really funny section. And that was not what I had in mind. Thank you for doing that again, computer. You know how much I love my window going inactive. It's not just me, too, because I know Josh has had that same issue. So, okay, good. That's a pretty decent strategy with that room. Okay, so let's go here and try this again, because this room, I think I see what's going on with it. I just have to not die with this ball being all hidden like this. There's a lot of things in this room that are like, they feel very camouflaged. I keep doing that! Oh my goodness. That needs to stop. Okay, that's, I think, the fastest we've done that so far. I need to not die to that stupid ball. I hate the fact that the floor blends right in with the ball color. That's not helping here. Maybe I'm just weirdly colorblind when it comes to this, but I don't think that's the issue. Okay, there. Okay, let's do that. Okay, good. I'm gonna just let that fly now. Alright, so now the question is, how do we make sure... I think oh wait, I think it's doable. I'm just trying to make sure I can get in there. Oh, whoops, whoop, 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 go up, go, get out, thank you. Okay. What am I trying to do here? I think I'm trying to blow that one there up. I hate the fact that that's even required. Okay, good. I'm not sure how I feel about that room. Really? And that was a mistake. Okay, I like the levels so far. That room is a little questionable, but I think that's mainly my fault. I'm trying not to take it down the level yet. I think this is just mainly having to keep track of both the blob and that ball. The 2-tile wide... That is not what I meant to do. The 2-tile wide thing with this... No! Stop that. Okay. The 2-tile wide thing with the ball is my main issue with it right now, actually. And would you please go up further? Please. Come on. There we go. I didn't want to clone anything until I knew. My goodness. I think that last level just really shook me. I'm still really frustrated after that one. At least this one, it's not this long drawn-out process to get to the problematic part. Okay, I'm going to make sure I don't botch that again. The other thing, too, is because the block slides faster... Okay, hang on a sec. I think I can do it like this. Okay, good. It worked. Okay, that's a little more reasonable than what happened before, I will admit. But this part I still don't like. Like, having to time that is a pain. There we go. Okay, we've got one block right now. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with this, and I can't push that down. Did I miss something here? Please tell me I did not miss something here. Like, really, please tell me I did not miss something here. I don't see how you can do anything there. Oh, there's more here. Am I supposed to push that back? Or is that for later? I keep running into that stupid ball. I hate that ball so much. It's like the worst. There. No! I suppose that is the one downside of making this really rigid, is that one wrong move can cost you. And now we're getting the universe in which it takes forever to... I don't know how many seeds there are for the blob in this level, but... Alright, let's do this again. Yeah, that second room is the one that I'm the most kind of about right now. Okay, so I did have to use the key there. I did have to do that. And the question is, do I actually have to use the the block on that bomb, or can I use the block over here on this deal? I feel like you have to do that, because that one ice block there is not going to be enough on its own. Unless there's another one you have to use from that room. But at the same time, oops, getting through this, I'm not sure there's a way to do that without, and get the green key, so I feel like you have to do that with the bomb. Whoops. Let's try that again. Ah! I don't like this part either. It's very fiddly feeling. I'm probably missing something really silly with this, though. But the fact that the ball is another source of danger that you're having to keep track of this whole time does not help. And I know you could just run across like that. Now that I see how this level works, that does make it a little better, but still. Okay. So what in the world am I missing with this? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I was supposed to use the... Yeah, I see. I was supposed to use the other set of wires to get the blob onto the bomb, so I could then cause the block to escape. Okay, that makes the level a little bit better, I think, because I thought that blob had to be a nuisance for you the entire time, which if that was the case, I probably would have taken a point off of this. But now that I know it's not, that makes it a little better. Go up, thank you. There we go. That's what you have to do. Okay, that makes it slightly less painful. Because now I can just do that without any fear of the blob coming in. That was the issue I was having before, was that you were having to manage the blob and the block, and I forgot that was going to happen because I stepped on it. That's a little questionable. I understand, whoops, I understand why that's there for symmetry's sake, I'm assuming, but still, a little questionable. Alright, let's try this again. Based on what I've seen in the level at the very start, I wasn't expecting this to be tripping me up so much, but hopefully now that we're getting a handle on the second room, it's not going to feel nearly as fiddly as it did before. Come on, come up here. There we go. So maybe I just need to leave it like that, and then... Ah! I hate that ball so much. If that ball were not on the level, it would be a lot better. I do not like that ball. I'm having to manage in my brain all this other stuff, and the ball being there just makes the level that much more convoluted, in my opinion. Ah, stop it. I don't like that. Come on, there we go. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. This level looks like it had a lot of thought and care put into it. I just wish that these little tiny annoyances were not nearly as concentrated as they are. Like, having to manage all of this at once feels like a lot. The more I play it, though, the better it gets. Okay. That sends it around. Okay. Don't hop on any more wires now. So I take it we do the... Whoop. I'm always nervous I'm going to bump something again here. And I guess I could just get rid of the wire, but I'm almost afraid to at this point. So how am I supposed to get out of that still? Or is it supposed to be this? Now I'm noticing that this is here. Maybe I had the wrong one the whole time. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm having my doubts. But I can see now that I can do this, which helps. So, if I can go here, that opens up a lot of possibilities now. I mean, not a lot of possibilities, but it opens up quite a few of them. So I'm guessing this was supposed to be used to get to the next room, huh? I was probably supposed to do this on the other one. I just thought, oh, hey, I'm Melinda. I can just go through the thing and I'll be fine, but apparently that's not it. Yeah. I was supposed to do the other one. Well, it's one of those levels where everything that could happen in, like, completely wrong is happening. Unfortunately. Why is that water tile even there, I wonder? 'Cause I figured that was, like, our escape route for, like, whenever we got to that point in the level. But apparently it's not. Which is a little concerning. Okay. I need to get around. So I can do this. Actually, no, I want to keep it like that. Ah! I hate that ball! Why? Why is that there, other than to be an annoying nuisance? I don't understand why that ball has to be there. There's no reason for that to be there, other than to make it more convoluted to get to the green key. There is literally no reason. I cannot think of a single good reason for that ball to be there. Seriously, that ball is the worst. And the fact that it's green, slimy tiles that have the same color value, approximately, as that, makes it even worse. Then you have to manage this blob and what direction all this stuff is facing, and it's like, it's just too much to think about. Like, it's just so many moving... Ah! Ugh, my fingers are now... Ugh. I'm sorry. Whoever made this, I'm really sorry. I know you probably invested a lot of time in making this, because this looks like it was very carefully crafted compared to a lot of the things we've been playing today, but my goodness, this has been one of the most frustrating levels of voting right now, and that is a shame, because I feel like there was a lot of good stuff here. If I keep playing this room over and over again... Great, that happened. I don't think there's any way around that. Nope, there's not a way around that. If you happen to make one little mistake, you're pretty much doomed. Get up there. Just get up. I'm so sick of having to replay the first part of this thing. This is... I'm glad it's not that long. I'm really glad it's not that long. The second room, though, is, in my opinion, it's really questionable. I don't like the amount of stuff that's going on all at the same time that you're having to keep track of, and anything that you do incorrectly is pretty much going to ruin it. And anything that can go wrong will probably go wrong. Okay, so I just have to do this, right? Except that happened. So apparently that poor of a planner. Okay, finally. We got it. So now I gotta get this other block in here and do the exact same thing again. And hope we don't mess up any force floors or any timing or anything else. Okay. I hate that. Okay. The ball is just still being a nuisance there. Okay, so now what's going on here? Apparently I need to switch the toggles again. Okay, and then I go back yet again and do it. Okay. What is going on here? That's a little concerning. But I think this is the only way. Alright, I can at least retrieve it by going up here, so I'll do that. Am I supposed to release all those tanks into the wild? I'm beginning to wonder. Okay, also, what exactly are we even doing? I can push the bottom one down some. But it looks like I'm going to need to come up with like a flame jet system to get all those tanks turned around. Okay, we get a key here, so that helps. Also a secret eye, that's also nice. So yeah, this part I still don't get. What is the point of doing this? If anything. That's apparently where the exit is, which probably means that we need some kind of helmets or something to get there. This part, I'm apparently going to need to bring a block back in here to get to this. Oh man. I'm just worried I'm going to mess something up again. Like, the worry is very real right now. Also, how do I even get in there? Can I even get in there? Because I can't even take things through that. Like, that's not possible. So the tank's going over there. Oh, I see. That would then send the yellow... Okay. I think I see what you have to do here. You have to do that, so that turns into water, and then that happens, and then... Maybe it's not a tank issue. Maybe it's just a matter of just cloning. I guess you can just clone more. Let's go back and take a look, I guess. I'm always nervous going through that room because I never know what's going to happen. So that's going to... Okay. Okay, I see how this works. That's pretty clever. So if I do another one, then... Okay, so I don't take a block back. I actually use the tanks to push this. I like that. That's neat. Alright, I take it we're supposed to go and move this around now. Based on what I'm seeing here. And we're supposed to get rid of those. Okay. So this looks like a compaction kind of puzzle. Which is neat when it's like this. I like it when there's like an objective other than just getting the blob stuck. That's pretty neat. I like that. Okay, so now we can go in here. I'm still not sure if we're doing this all correctly, by the way. This is such a weird room, but I like it. It's kind of random, and I mean, that's kind of the point, I guess, but it works for what it's trying to do, and I will give it that. I like how it's just blobs determining where you can go. If there is one request I would have of the level designer when it comes to this level, it's that I wish the level were untimed, because optimizing this would be a real pain to deal with. Head up and get both railroad room chips before doing the room below. Then make sure chip goes up. Okay, so I had to get the railroad room chips before doing the room below. Well, I can't even do the room below, so I'm really worried that I'm going to mess this up somehow. Okay. What does this do? Oh. Hello. Huh. So that enables me to get both of these. Do I want both of these? I mean, this allows us to go up here, which is cool. I see I can do this, and I'm not sure this is a good idea. But I mean, I'm assuming that's fine. That makes sense? Question mark? At this point, I'm just kind of running through this and hoping for the best. I'm really worried I'm going to make some critical mistake again. What does it mean when it said, make sure chip goes up? Up here? Like, up... What does up mean? There's something holding down a flame jet somewhere. I don't understand. I am really worried about this ending. Like, I'm legitimately worried about this. Okay, so that blob cloner is about to clone, and then it's going to transform into something else. Oh. Oh, so it's like random stuff. That's kind of funny. So how do you even control this? And what's the deal with that? That's... Oh, that could have been nice. Ah. Ah, come on. There we go. There we are. Okay. So now I need to figure out a way. How the heck am I supposed to do this? Like, seriously, what? What? Is this really a matter of just getting rid of the suction boots now? That doesn't answer any questions about how to get up here. That kind of worries me, to be honest. And what did it mean by saying, make sure chip goes up? I am really perplexed by this level. This is a weird one. This is a weird one, man. I do not know how this is supposed to work at all. And why are there random... Oh, wait! They're fire boots. Duh. Of course. Hang on. I'm just going to drop these things here because I can come back for those later. Okay, so I'm going to lose these, but I'm going to gain these, and then I can now go inside here and change into Melinda. Or Chip. I need to change it into Chip. And then I still have my skates left for this part. So yeah, I don't get what the hint means here. But it looks like I'm trapped here. because that was a recessed wall. So yeah, this part, I'm very uncertain about how this even works. Like, I seriously don't know how this works. I feel like we messed this up earlier, somehow, with the way the tanks are set up and all that. And I think, whoops, I think the way back would have been going there, but I'm actually going to look up the solution to this, because that was a little long, and I don't feel like replaying it after everything we went through. Glad I'm not the only one who had some issues with the blob. But overall, this was a really well-made level. I just feel like there were some vagaries in place, and it wasn't... Like, the second room especially, it got a little long. Like, the element of what you ended up doing ended up being way longer than it needed to be. Also, what in the world is going on with this? What? Oh. Is the point to, like, get the ball destroyed by spreading slime in there? Because if that's the case, that's pretty neat. I like that. I gotcha. Okay. That's pretty cool. I thought you had to get the block through the ball and do all that. That makes the level slightly better. It also eliminates the issue of the force floor change once you get right outside the... Well, I guess it doesn't quite eliminate it here, but it does eliminate it if you're going from that bomb area right into that spot. So that makes the level definitely a lot better. So we were not doing this the intended way. And of course, yeah, you could drop the wire. I should have actually done that. Okay, so what is the deal with this room? So we did do that correctly. That was fine. But this apparently was not. So that was done. And then we go here. We never went to that room, the one with the helmet in it. And I'm assuming you can't do that until after the transmogrifier room. I'm assuming that the wire is dropped here before this one, just so you can't manipulate the stuff there. It makes sense, at least. Okay, so now we go in here. The railroad room, honestly, that's the one I'm a little confused on. Like, what controls the flame jet? How does any of that work? Because the way it was presented was very vague, and that's a little frustrating, to be quite honest. Okay, so this was correct. Going there was correct. And doing this was apparently even correct. I do like that railroads force blobs to go a certain direction. That's pretty nifty. So far, everything other than the second room's alternate method that makes the level a little bit more bearable, everything we're seeing is so far what we know. There's not a set path to this, is there? No, there's not. There we go. Alright, so chip goes up. What does that mean? What are you referring to when you said chip needs to go up? So I got to this point. Oh, right! I had fire boots! I could have gone right through the thing. Wow. Okay, well that's my fault then, for not noticing that. Oh, this is tight. Like, I guess you get the helmets, that's not nearly as bad. And then we go to the exit. So... Oh, that's what that's all about, huh? I'm going to give that level a 4. I really liked it, except for the elements of it that were just strangely presented, and the second room was a little open-ended enough that it didn't really make its intent very apparent. But it's a very well-designed level. I just cannot give it the full 5 because I feel like it's a little vague in places. I'm not sure how all the mechanisms work. Is this what controls the... Well, no, it controls that. I'm wondering what controls that flame jet in that area. I'm sure if I watch this again, it will be obvious, but while I'm playing and recording this, it's not nearly as obvious. So, anyway, we'll move on to phase shifter. Alright, so I need to use this to power up things. Is that what's going on here? Alright, so what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, I see. I need to do that one, and then do that one so you can go here, and then you can go here again. This is a neat idea. So I don't want to go in there per se, but I can drop stuff. I'm not sure if that's really what we want, though. What? Oh, that was the clone machine. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I see that now. That was my bad. Oh, there we go. So I need to get the red key next, so I can just go and do this swap here next. So that was just for destroying that. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Okay, so that allows us to get out of here, but what about Chip? Do you have anything that would help here? I see a thing there. But I can't get Melinda in here to do any of that. What in the world do you do with this? And what does this even accomplish? Oh, that opens that. Oh, that's what I need to open up next. Okay. Okay, so I go up here, do this again, and this time I open this guy, which allows that key to be grabbed. Okay, got it. I'm glad this is all not purely back and forth, because that would have been really annoying. Okay, so now I gotta figure out what is the control for this part. I see that there's a... Oh wait, no, there's no force floor control, is there? That's just a hidden wire. Oh wait, I see. Melinda gets stuff here. I forgot. And then Chip gets this. So then the question is, what do I do with that? And what does this do anyway? Oh, that's that. That's that. Okay. Oh, now I go into the thing. Is that it? Oop. I go back. That's how it works. Now Melinda, I need to give her the wire. That's really clever. I like that. Alright, so Melinda now has the power of controlling all this as soon as I pick that up. So now I get to go through here. Now she gets to do this. And now I can go through this. And then that enables us to get bonuses. So is this just a matter of going through this? I think it is. That was really cool. I like the way the switch happened there. I'm going to give that a 3. I mean, it was a little repetitive at first, but I do like the little twist at the end. So, it wasn't like the greatest thing, and I'm a little bit in the middle about it being in an official set, but you know what? I liked it enough to give it a 3, so we'll leave it at a 3. Alright, glider cycle. So far this is reminding me a lot of Go With The Flow from Cheese T1 back in CC1. I'm guessing we're going to have to go against the grain with all these gliders here. I designed a level like this in CC1 called Ice Ice Maybe, and it was a level that wasn't nearly as long of a path as this, but it involved tanks going on ice, and you kind of had to know when to go on safe spots and when not to. I actually really liked it, but it seems like a lot of people are not the most fond of it. Sometimes hints are just a waste of time. Well, speak for yourself there. Really? Okay, so that leads to the exit. I should have noticed, like, I'll notice it this time around, but I should make note of when what teleport is at the bottom so I don't have to dodge anything on the way there, because that might help. Okay. So far, though, this level is not really one that I'm particularly interested in seeing in the sets. I don't think this is exactly new territory. There's been a lot of levels like this, and I forgot to look at the thing, didn't I? Man, okay, well, I know now not to read that hint. Let's go down this one. Yeah, it's this one. Alright, so that is glider cycle. I'm giving that a 1. Alright, some rodents' revenge. Oh boy, okay. That's a lot of mice. Or whatever. Okay, this is a lot to take in here. But thankfully, there's an abundance of blocks to use here. And I will definitely do so. I always like these levels where you are squaring off against a bunch of teeth. But ice blocks are a very interesting little wrinkle with that, because I've designed a few levels that have this trope of using normal blocks against teeth, but normal blocks are kind of a little limited by design. Whereas these blocks, you can push many of them at once. The only questionable item on this list for doing this is there's that element of of blindness when it comes to not quite knowing where the blocks can go, how far they can go. I'm gonna give that I'll give it a 2. Well, should I give it a 2? I'll give it a 3. I did enjoy that. Your best friend? Question mark? Oh. Whoever designed that is probably not going to be my best friend. I'll just say that. Come on, show me what good your determination is now. Is that like a taunt? Okay. If that's the way you want it, we will make that happen. So this is just an item swapper? Oh. Hello. Really? See, that's not cool. I can't say I agree with that. I'm assuming one of those has to have a yellow key, right? I mean, there's no way that they don't, if I'm to get through there. Wait, that was the bad one. For some reason I thought it was the bottom one. Why did I think it was the bottom one? I have no idea. Okay, at the very least we're almost done with the first half of this pack. There we go. Okay. Really? Blobs are not really my friends today. That's the one lesson we can glean from today's episode, is that blobs are not my friend today. Neither are canopies, apparently. Come on, get out of there. There you go. Okay, so now I get this. Okay, I hope that that wasn't a cook. Why do I get the impression that that's bad? Problem, though, is that if I go through the recessed walls... Okay, good. I was going to say, if I go through these, I have a feeling that, yeah, this is a one-way thing. Okay, good. Okay, so now I have to deal with... Well, unfortunately, I don't know what the orientation of this is. Also, even if I did, how would you be able... Hang on a sec, what in the world is this? Seriously, what? Oh, there's a time limit. Oh, wow, okay. That I did not know. Well, I don't know who my best friend is supposed to be here, but it's definitely not the designer of this level. Because this level has been a series of taunts. Okay. We at least got through that without too much of a problem. Alright, let's get up here. The blob could theoretically collide with that ball, and I think it was actually doing so earlier, by the way. I still don't know what's going on with that. This section... Alright, so I take it we're going to need to do some stuff here with this. Okay, so all this is a... I did not mean to push it there. See, this is a use of canopies that I honestly cannot agree with. Like, that's not fun. That's more of a pesky annoyance than anything else. Oh, hello. Hi, being trapped. It's been a while since I've seen you. I'm JB. Being trapped, you're not my best friend either. I'm not sure who my best friend here is supposed to be. Definitely not canopies. Alright, so this is just... That's not a clone machine. That's actually a normal block. So I can just push these no problem. I'm not sure what the... Oh, here we go. I can go here and do this stuff. So what is the deal with this thing? It's to get this, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. That is getting a 1. Next up, we've got cold storage. Alright, I can get... Whoa, boy, that's a mimic. Are you gonna go slide through that? Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, this is gonna be a thing. I keep mistiming that. So now I can just hold that down, or I don't even have to hold it down, I can just press it. That's pretty neat, I like that. Okay, so now what do we do? There's apparently something required there. I need some red keys, but thankfully I can get through this now. Really? Okay, there we go. Well, this is an issue. Okay, good, it's not. I thought I saw like 2 red doors. Or is it just this one? I guess it's just this one. That is not a good thing. Okay, I see we've got a limit here. So how do I get in there? Apparently not like that. I need to actually remember that I have a helmet on. That might help. Oh, and I missed it. If I didn't fall for the splash delay trick there, that would have been fine. Alright, so let's go back over here. I think that's actually how you're supposed to do it, not what we were doing earlier. Okay, that's great, but now I'm stuck, and now I've lost, so... Let me do that again. I shouldn't have taken that extra chip. That was definitely a mistake. And also, that was a mistake. Let's not do that either. Ah! There we go. Okay, let's try this again with a little less fail. There we go. Very, very nice. Okay, so this teeth thing I need to be very careful about. I just need to do that. That's literally it. Alright, that was... I don't know. Okay, I guess. I'm not particularly jazzed about that. I'll give it a 1. Alright, so now we're on to a level that I've been looking forward to quite a bit. So this is Extraction, which is a level that Joshua Bone made a long time ago. I've played this level in Escape, because he ported it to that game. And basically it involves what it looks like. You need to get this ice block through this whole thing. And it is a process, believe me. Now the 2 blocks up there need to be up there. So I think our first order of business needs to be not doing that, because I think that's going to ruin it. What do I do here first? I forgot already. Look at us go. We're already forgetting stuff. Oh wait, right, I can actually push this over here. Forgot I could do that. Okay. So the key thing here, I think, is that you have to really bear in mind the fact that those 2 blocks up there are going to be the only 2 blocks that you ever put up there, and now I just cooked it again. I keep doing that. So as long as you remember that, the level is a little bit less of a pain. I say that, and now I'm making all kinds of silly mistakes and whatnot, but we'll figure it out. Let's do this, and then we'll get there. So I think what we need to do is we need to find a way to get one of these out, and I'm trying to figure out how. The problem is now that I have that there, that's making this a little bit more complicated. But maybe if I just push that up, it'd be fine. Perhaps not, though. I could push some of these down, and that's probably... I think that's actually what you have to do. I just have to remember how to clear a path to make that possible. The problem is we're very limited here based on the way this is set up. Did I already mess this up? I probably did, didn't I? So if I do this and I push this all the way, does that actually work? Oh, and the answer is automatically no, because I have to push that down. Okay. I'm not remembering how to do this, apparently, but it's a really awesome puzzle once you unravel it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the crux of this has to be getting this block over there, and then moving your way around. It's just the moving your way around parts is a little trickier than it seems on first glance. And I think actually what we have to do before getting the block up there is we actually have to position these blocks in a way that makes sense. So that will involve getting this over yonder, for example. Although, does that actually work? I think the answer is yes, because I can just do this. I think that's what you have to do. You have to do something like that. So now the question will revolve around getting the block through everything. So once I push this up, then I'm going to have to come up with an escape plan for the rest of these. And that's probably going to involve getting some of this stuff around and over and out. So this, once I push it up, I will basically need to get this over here moved around this way, and then that enables me to push that in. So that's helpful. But now I got to begin the process of moving everything else around inside this area. I think. Maybe I should have left that there now that I'm thinking about it. Because with that there, I'm kind of limiting myself elsewhere. Yeah, this is definitely a thinker. Oh, and I've pretty much already cooked it now. Alright, so I think that's kind of the first big hurdle to get over, is you have to figure out how you're going to handle this part with this setup here. Once you can do that, the second part of the level can be accessed a little bit more easily. I'm just trying to remember how to do it now. I was able to do this earlier. This is not how I did it earlier. I know that. Oh, right. I did this. I forgot. I keep forgetting that that's required. Okay. So now I need to get you guys out of that so I can start making the approach with all this. And that's probably not correct. I need to be a little bit more cautious about this. Let's put you there. That seems to be relatively safe alongside that. And then if I can get this to... There we go. That's basically more or less what I was trying to do earlier, but I was being a complete fool about it. So now, what I want to do is I want to get this here and that there. I'm trying to remember how to do that without also completely ruining this. I think I just have to come at it from the right side. So let's give that a shot, actually. So I can do that. Then that enables this to work without too much of an issue. So now it's just a matter of repositioning these to make a loop around again. There we go. And I still have the problem of this middle thing. The middle one. Why is it always the middle one? Ah, man. I honestly forgot how to do this. But now I think I'm seeing it. I probably have to do something like that. Right? Makes sort of sense. Oof, no, because if I push that to the right, then I'm going to create a deadlock through my escape route here. So that's not good either. Not unless I position 3 blocks all down here, which could work. I guess I could do that. I could position you here, and then... Well, hang on. Maybe not. Except maybe so. I can do that. And that allows that to be possible, and then I can move... Well, I don't want to move all that yet. I feel like this is right. I just need to untangle all these. And doing that is going to be rather interesting. I hope pushing that up is not a bad thing. I really hope pushing that up is not a bad thing. And the clock is just ticking away here. But I'm going to try not to let that rattle me. I'm going to try. So I can turn that around here in order to get it this way. So that's not a problem. Which means, I think, this should be doable now. I can push this... Well, no, if I push that down, that's also screwed too, because then that's going to be trapped there. So that's not good. Oof, man. Getting this out of this section, this phase of it, is definitely a process. Definitely a process. But if I push you up, I'm wondering if that's... How many possibilities this is going to open up now. That might have actually been a poor decision, but hopefully not. I think now I can do... Well, hang on. Not quite, because I still have that area to worry about. But now I have a path to go over to that area now. This block that's to the right there, that one is the one that's really cramping my style at the moment. But I see that if I slide this one all the way to the left, that might sort of help with this. Kind of. The only issue with that is I'm not sure how much room is really going to be available to make the turnaround happen. I'm really hoping we haven't done anything horrendous here yet. I feel like we've already done something that's irreversibly bad with some of these blocks, just based on my options right now, and that's frustrating. That's really frustrating. because I don't actually know if I have. But, hang on a sec, if I do this... Oh no, that's definitely going to deadlock it, because then I had to push one of those up. Never mind, that was a dumb mistake. Okay, the first part of this is at least fairly decently simple. Sort of. That was not what I had in mind there. Yeah, I like the fact that this level fits in this tiny space. That's pretty neat. Like, I'm very impressed with the way this all fits together. Okay. So now I need to get this around. And by getting that around, I mean doing this. But yeah, the one thing that stands out about this that I really, really like is that the level is fairly consistent as far as its difficulty with respect to getting the block through each section. Because ultimately this is at its core a shuffling puzzle. But as a shuffling puzzle, that's pretty consistently hard. It's not just taking off the training gloves once you get past one section of it. And for that reason, I like it a little bit better than the... What was the name of that one earlier? I forgot the name of it, but it was something about dirt or something. Okay, I don't want to push that to the right. That's bad. Get your hands dirty or something, and that is not what I had in mind. Can you please stop miskeying? There we go. Alright, I'm going to leave that there for now because I don't want to cause any crazy things to happen yet. And I just did because I closed that area off. Ah, man, I keep not noticing little things like that. Okay. So, this was where we did this, right? Yeah. So I actually designed a level based on this concept for Chuck's challenge, also with the same name. It was definitely not nearly this hard, though. And I kind of wish it were. Okay, can I... Is there a way I can get rid of all this somehow? I guess I can do this, like that's not an issue. I can push that there. And with that there, that means I can also push this down. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but I'm going to run with it for now, because that gives us a lot of space to work with here. Now I'm realizing that this may have been a bad idea. I guess I could move this one all the way back. Problem, though, is our options are very, very limited with respect to getting out. And that's probably the worst part of it. We can do that, though. That's pretty decent. I just don't want to close off that right path, because that would be most unfortunate if we ended up doing that. So let's do this for now, and then now we got to start moving the blocks this way. So let's do this for now. That way I can actually start swinging them around here, and hopefully in doing so, that can free up room. Okay, so now this enables me to do that, and then I can go and push this down like that. Only issue with this is that now I need to swing around this way, but actually I don't think that's a problem. In fact, that's a really good thing. Okay. So now, this is a process, man. Definitely a process. I can push you in the middle now, which is really good. Now the question is, how do I turn this all around on this? Because now I have to undo a lot of this in order to create a path back. And that's going to be a thing. Yeah. I fear I've already done something bad, but I don't think we've gotten there yet. Ooh, okay. I just need to find a way to contain these with a method that works. And I think the method is to do this. Like that. That way, I can advance... Oh no, I closed it off over there! Ah! I knew there was a catch. I knew I missed a catch. Man. Okay. I guess I don't have to do it quite like that. I can just save time. I'm just... My mind, like my memory is just used to that by this point. It's funny how you redo things thinking, oh yeah, this is the way you do them, but it's just your memory saying that. It's not necessarily the way to do it. But it happens all the time when you replay stuff. Like I watch things like Josh's Walls of CC2LP1 LP, and he does that too. So, I mean, I can't really be criticizing that. And I do it too, so, you know, who cares? Okay, so I may have been a little too quick with this one because I'm seeing here that... Oh no, I'm fine. Never mind. Yeah, I could have just gone there, and that takes care of that. Alright, I'm going to leave it like that for now. Let's leave it like that for now. Except now I'm going to have to come up with a... Oh, man. Okay. I see. I'm going to have to move this here. And that way I can then open up the hole here, right? Okay, so that enables that to be possible. And then this can now happen... Well, hang on. Not with that in the way. This can now happen like that. Except now I got to build a way out from that. So let me figure that out next. There's a lot of moving parts to this. And I like it, but it's a lot of moving parts. I feel like we had this set up earlier. Let me do this, actually. That could be workable. So now I can start rotating them. And by rotating them, I'm going to need to do something with this. The amount of space you have here is a fascinating little wrinkle. It really is. Oh, I know that this is not this difficult. I mean, it's difficult, but it's not this difficult. I'm being a little, in some ways, too cautious. And then it's not exactly doing wonders in terms of making moves. But I do need to be cautious. Like, that's kind of part and parcel of what's going on here for this type of thing. I think now I need to work on getting this block out of there. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to make some changes to the setup. So I know I want to keep pushing this ice block up and to the right. Like, that much I do know. But the rest of this, that's gonna be another question that we need to consider here. And I think the answer is going to need to involve maybe not quite that. Hang on. I may have been a little too quick with that. Okay. I know I'm still stuck on this part, but I'm wondering if I push this all the way to the right, will that enable a, or no, right here. If I push that there, oh no, that's not actually going to work, is it? Nope, okay. Never mind on that front. That was a dumb idea, pretty much. But I wonder if pushing this down, like here, might be the solution. I'm wondering. So if I do that, the problem is pushing it up and left is not really going to help, because we had that deadlock before, and that's not really fun for anybody. But if I push you up, that could open up some possibilities now. This is one incredibly well-designed puzzle. I mean, if I haven't made that clear by now, well, you're hearing it now. Loud and clear. So if I push that up, it's pretty much over. Not unless this can be cleared. So I think at this point, it's going to be a matter of getting some of the blocks into this area. I think that's going to have to be the next thing to work on. Like that. The problem now is that I've got an issue of this being in the way, and now I've just exasperated it further. But I think if I push you there, that will now be a more open thing. I don't want to push that to the left. Like, I don't think that's going to work. The problem is that the ice block is in the spot that allows for a lot of things to happen. So I feel like this is one of those areas where you really have to plan it out before you can successfully execute anything. And I didn't really do a very good job of that. Or at the very least, I haven't been doing a very good job of that. And that's kind of hindered our ability to make any progress with this section. But if I go over here, do something like that. Okay, for some reason I thought that I could push that up 2 spaces. I don't know why I thought I could push that up 2 spaces. I know now I definitely cooked the level. Okay, let's do this again. The faster method of getting out of the first part. Yeah, this level is definitely a process, and I forgot how to solve it. I've solved it many times in the past, but I am failing to do so today, when it's on camera, of course, because that's how these things work. And I think we may have a situation here. I think I need to do this first. Okay, I can't push that up. But if I push you there, if I'm avoiding putting things on this row, I think that's fine. I just need to be very conscientious about what I'm doing. And I really need to be careful not to just flippantly push things over to the left like that. Let me put that there for now, because I feel like that can help us. Except, wait a minute, maybe not. I need to do some things first. I think what makes this really compelling is that you're in this situation where you're basically having to commit some sacrifices in order to move forward, but then you're having to undo a lot of the fallout from committing those sacrifices to begin with, and that's a very interesting decision-making space within which to work. Like right now, I'm pretty sure I have to push this here, but I mean, in order to do that, I have to push this other one to the left. So, yeah, it's fascinating. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to do that, and if I'm even going to make it through this. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That was so dumb. Why did I do that? Just, why? And as far as I know, by the way, I have not brought this up yet, but as far as I know, this level was made by hand. This was not computer generated, like some of our Sokobans can be. This was made by hand, which is really impressive when you think about it. Okay. Now I've lost track of where to even start with this now. Except I got it. Just do that, and we'll be all okay. Maybe. The thing is, you can't push those blocks in the corner. Like, you constantly have to shuffle those. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Man, this is... I feel like it's getting harder and harder the more times I try solving it. And that's a cook, isn't it? I just cooked it again. Ugh. Part of my issue is that I really need to go to the bathroom right now. And I'm refusing to leave my chair until I solve the next 2 levels. Okay, I think that was my mistake. I didn't do that. Did I not do that push last time? I feel like I did not. And now I think I just screwed it again, because I forgot to move those around first. Yeah. I am rapidly losing concentration on this. There we go. Okay. There's just so much to think of here. Alright, so if I can get this up, that opens up another path downward. It does prevent the block that's on the rightmost space from being pushed to the left, though. So I just need to be very mindful about that. So now I could theoretically push this down there, which I think was what we were doing before, right? Pushing this down. I'm trying to remember how we undid all this to make that work, though. I think it had to do with that, maybe? Something like that? Possibly? Let's put you down there for now. The thing I can't remember is how to get it past this part. I don't know why this part is so hard, but it is. Because I need to get this block to my right now into one of these middle spaces. I think is what we're supposed to be focusing on next. But that's a little easier said than done, of course. Except we can do that. Okay. How do I get this further down the line here? Is the question. Was that really it? I seriously doubt that's it. Also, I cooked it, didn't I? I just cooked it again. Man! I forgot how to solve this. I'm very ashamed to say that I forgot how to solve this, and I feel bad for elongating this video even further than it already is due to that bit of memory negligence on my part, but unfortunately that is where we're sitting right now. I'm trying to remember, like honestly remember how to do this. This is, and I need to be somewhere in like 45 minutes, so I'm getting a little worried about my time here. I thought we would be done a little bit earlier, but this pack has provided enough frustration that that's becoming less and less of a feasible reality now. Wait, is it really just this? Please tell me it was just this all along. Oh man, if this is all it is. If this was all it was. But now we got a bit of an issue with this. It really is going to come down to how we handle this part, isn't it? Okay, good. I think we got it. See, this isn't even that difficult. It's just a matter of keeping track of all of it. That's really the tough part of this. And now I see we've got another... Actually, no, we don't. We can do that. Go here. Do you. Go there. And I think, as long as I just push these down, we're safe to go. Yay! We got it out of there! Oh my goodness. That took forever to figure that out again. And it's so deceptive in just how simple it is, too. I mean, you saw what we just did there. That didn't involve, like, a crazy amount of steps. That was actually a pretty reasonable amount of steps, if anything. But I feel like a lot of the best shuffling Sokobans have this condition of having to work with some blocks that are on a row or column that have to stay in that row or column, and no other blocks can go in there. Like, I did that kind of thing with Rundown Rail Yard in Walls of CC2LP1. I feel like it's a really neat trope to work with. But this level definitely plays with that in a really fun way. Alright, so that is Extraction. I am definitely giving this a 5. Like, by far one of the best block extraction puzzles I've played with. Alright, now we've got Chips Challenge 3D. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. 4, question mark, 4, and then there's a minus there. Okay. Interesting. I like the double layered thin walls. That's pretty neat. Can I get out of here? Oh, here we go. There is a path here. I thought that was a dead end. I'll just follow the left wall. So there's no chips, so that helps. Okay. So this enables us to go... Oh. So there's different sides, I guess, and of like a... Is it a cube or something? I'm not quite certain. Like, how is this working? Now we're in 2. I like this, but the actual element of what's 3D about it feels a little abstracted. Partially just because it's... Okay, so it's here. So I think we have to work our way around this and then come back. Is kind of the trick to it. So if I go through and wrap around the entire thing, can I get to that exit? That seems to be what this is suggesting. I like the fact that with wired teleports, things like this are possible. I just kind of wish that the gimmick of this was a little bit more evident, if that makes sense. Like, is this supposed to be a cube? Because it seems like there's only 4 sides to it. Unless... Actually, no, it's not sides. It's, what you call it? It's levels. These are meant to be like staircases. That's a neat concept. I do like that. I think I get it now. These are meant to be stairs. And you're going up or down the stairs. I kind of wish there was like a hint that said that, though. That would have been kind of cool. Did we go through that earlier? I feel like we did. Or no, we came out that way, right? I forget. I honestly don't remember. I should just be following the left wall, and I have been doing very badly at that. Yeah, I feel like we've been here before. Oh no, we did not. That was it. Alright, I am going to give that a 4. I liked the idea of it, and I really appreciate the idea of having like multiple levels. I mean, it's a very simple maze, but I feel like making it more complicated wouldn't have helped it. So I'm going to stick with a 4 on that one. That was a really enjoyable maze. Alright everyone, so we're going to wrap up the video there. Next time we're going to go through the back half of the pack, starting with Electric Feel. So thank you all so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you guys tuning into these videos. I know they're long and everything, but I hope they've been enjoyable to watch. Next time we're going to continue on with the back half of this pack, and I will see you then. So take care and catch you on the flip side.